Hey guys, so today will be a video on items that you can find in the open world Pokemon games for the Nintendo Switch. Let's get down to it. Alright, so right now I just caught Knucklestack. It was female, but that's not the idea of the video today. So we're going to focus on the items that you can find in the open world of Scarlet and Violet. We're going to do one game at a time. So the items like you see the swift feathers right here, the swift feathers and a few other items that are in this, like the soft sand swift feather and the ice and stones that you can find in here. Well, if they're not stones that you could particularly have a use for, I would suggest you sell them. Now, with an item like these, like the heat rocks, the smooth rock, and the icy rocks, along with the damp rocks and a few others, and these seeds, I would suggest you get rid of those by selling them. And if there's some moves, let's say, like, if you don't have a use for charm or agility, well, I wouldn't suggest you sell both of them. I would just say, like, you could just keep a hold of them in case you might need them later on. But moves that I would personally sell that I don't need anymore is like moves like a disarming voice. I don't like that move. So if I were you guys, I would sell that move if you don't like it. Now, if you don't have any use for any of the TM materials, I would suggest you sell those so that you can make room for some new items. And I'm going to show you something in this game that I've personally found very useful since I started playing this. Alright, we need to go down to the Pokemon Center. Let me just go ahead and knock this out of the way with the Deerling. So here we the Deerling was in my way and I accidentally triggered a battle with it, so alright, so since we're here, you go to this countertop right here at the Pokemart. You go to I'd like to sell, and then if you find an item that you don't really want, like let's say you don't want the energy root, then you go to the plus sign where it says bulk sell, and it'll get rid of those. See, there's one way. And if you don't want if I don't want the X defense ones all the way down to guard spec, then I just do this. And then I hit sell items for 3,875 altogether. This is what I do with some of the items I don't need. Items like the Swift Feather, you don't need the Swift Feather, trust me. I know how some of these items might look like they're handy, but they're not. Like I did with the bulk sell, I'm going to do that again. The bulk sell, you'll see it. It'll show you the amount that you have. And if you don't want the move acid spray, then I would suggest you sell that. I don't even use the move acid spray. That move I don't find useful. I'm gonna keep the ones that say never miss. But here's a move I'd never even seen before, Trailblaze. Some of these moves I never even heard of, but Nightshade, I'm gonna keep that. Rain Dance, getting rid of. So there are some items that you can sell and items that you don't want to sell. So in order for me to tell you about the items now, I'm going to tell you just the items you're going to need to sell if you don't want them. But I'm going to show you the items I'm selling because I don't really want any of the ones I'm selling right now. Now, if I wanted to sell all that, which I do, because I can always find the TMs and TRs in the wild, so... I would suggest you sell these if you don't have a use for them. But things like the Gimme Gold coins I would keep, because those might actually be very helpful one day if you want to get that evolution of Gimme Gold. You need to collect 999. You see, I'm selling this stuff because I don't really need it. And besides, I can always find it again in the wild. So that's what I like to do. I like to sell the TMs and TR materials, and then I'll just find it all over again in the wild. I don't mind doing that. But if you have a use for the TMs and TR items, or materials as they call it in the game, then you don't have to sell it. But if you want to sell it, that's entirely up to you. I'm not going to stop you. And no one can actually stop you anyway, because if it's something you want to do, then that's something you can do. But I'm choosing to sell, so... See right where it says 171 Gimme Gold coins? I'm selling the other stuff, but not that. I have a use for the gimme gold coins. And you see how the money's going up in this? That's what I'm trying to do. Make the money go up. See how I got 144,210 pound things of, you know, food in this? Well, that's because some of the items I'm selling because I don't need them. See, now I got 303,151. Now, you can find a bunch of different items in the wild. Let me show you how you can locate them. You get on Coridon. Don't worry about Curlia, she won't do nothing to me. Now you see, you'll normally, whenever you play this, you'll see an item shining on the ground. It'll be like a little star shining. And that's, well, they won't show you exactly the name of the item until after you've picked it up. So just be aware of every item that'll shine like a star on the ground. You don't know what it's going to be until you pick it up. That's why I'm roaming around the wild and I'm finding items that I can use, and items that I don't use, I sell them. That's how I like to do it, because then the items I sell, I can get money for future purchases in the game. And by future purchase, see, look, that's an item right there. So look, I'll even let you look at it close up. If you see an item like that, do that. And see, it's an aguave berry. You can collect all the berries. I suggest that you take all the berries that you find and some of the useful items that you can use in your journey. Keep them, but don't go for keeping the items that are useless, like rare bone or sand or something like that. That's not useful. Using stuff like berries and potions and stuff like that, those are useful. Pokeballs are useful. Stuff like that is very, very useful in the game. So I highly suggest you keep those, but sell like the rare bone, the sand, sell the useless stuff. Okay, everything you saw that I just sold at the Pokemart, those are examples of items that you can find in the wild, but you can sell them too if you don't want them. But I would suggest you sell them, because you're not going to have a use for like rare bone in the wild or even on your journey. That's not useful at all. So go ahead and sell that stuff because you don't need them. Hey everybody, I just wanted to give a shout out to my subscriber Fwonk Castle and my new subscriber, which I forgot the name of. But anyway, this shout out's for you as well. Just wanted to do this real quick.